So let's then go and do the test by publishing the IFC. So let's go to the publisher sets, go to the M7 information delivery, and let's start with the one on the top. Just double click on that. And let's review down here under the translator that it's actually using the one we have modified up to this point, and click on publish. Do remember that if you don't have the publisher set being set to the right path, do remember to write the path right there on the settings to make sure that it's ending up in the right folder. So I'm going to double click on it and select the one that I need to publish, that first one, and simply make sure that is just the selected items and hit publish. And once you open the IFC, let's check. We didn't export zones, so don't worry about the zone areas. We can check that later. But in the systems, you can see the stone cladding. So let's click on equal here. And now the entire cladding of that side that we did include on the grouping of the building systems, it's right there. And then individually, it will list the individual panels and individual tiles and frames for that system. Similarly, for types, remember we have changed and check the wall types naming convention. So if we check, let's say level 1, and we go to walls, those will be all the walls of level 1. And when you select them, you'll see that the type and type name now it's organized in a way that the type is equivalent to the IFC specific type, while the name remains to be our naming convention for the wall types. So with that, you can easily make a list of the wall types of a building without having to do anything more specific than simply doing the mapping inside ArchiCAD. We've got an example here that you may not have on your side. This is custom made. And if I click on wall types, now I've got color coded all the wall types on my building as it was provided by the IFC. PP1 for partition walls of type 1, partition walls type 2, then the concrete walls type 1, and type 3, the ones on the basement. You can imagine you can use the same things for things like costing or simply separation of building elements. And also for a change, let me show you the same model, but this case will be reading the IFC in Solibri. And Solibri does have a much better classification system mapper that will allow you to see more information about it. So in this case, I'm just going to bring in the classification panel like so. And you'll see in here that we actually have the classes coming from the IFC with the right naming convention and number. Also note that these classes can also be seen from the info box or where you find the properties right here. And you'll see that the unit class is being included right there.